Hi, Craig Howard here again. It's come to the end of another day here at annual conference, and I'm just in the quietness of the prayer room. It's a room set aside just for people to come and pray. Nothing fancy about it. This is kind of a fancy place, but this room is just very simple. It's just a place set aside for people to come and pray, and I felt the need to do that. Our conference is wrestling with a lot of major issues and a lot of issues things where we disagree with. And I say we're wrestling with it. We're not wrestling with them on the surface. It's being wrestled with in an undercurrent, sort of just an undercurrent. I thought about David, and I don't want to compare this to what David was going through, but in Daniel chapter 9, David had just figured out that he was going to be in captivity for like 70 years. He had figured out that the captivity of Israel was going to be 70 years. And it says somewhere around verse 3 or 4, after he had figured that out, it says, so he set his face toward the Lord and prayed. He sought strength. He sought help. He didn't go complain to a bunch of people about the condition. He didn't get all depressed and down in the dumps and say, oh God, how could you let this happen to us? He didn't get discouraged. He didn't give up. He didn't wonder, what's going to happen to me. He didn't despair. He went to the Lord and he talked to him about it, and he poured out his heart to him, and he just said, this is where my strength is going to be. This is where the answers are at. And I got to thinking about that. I got to thinking about how much I just need to do that. I was just at dinner with some friends earlier this evening with a friend of mine. And I said, I'm really discouraged. And I don't get discouraged really often, but I said, I'm really discouraged at how far apart God's people are in this place, how different our views are at times. And I said, it's discouraging to me. And he said, I understand. And we talked, and the more we talked, the more discouraged I got. And finally I said, you know what? I was walking past this room, and I said, I just need to go talk to God. I just need to go pray. I just need to go talk to him, and I need to find strength in him, and I need to find guidance in him. He's got answers that I don't have, that nobody has. He knows what needs to be done, and he's still in control. He's still the one on the throne. And I shouldn't get discouraged, because all I've got to do is follow him, and he's going to work it out. And that's what Daniel did. Daniel is in captivity in a foreign land. He's a captive in a foreign land, a slave essentially. He didn't try to kill himself. He didn't try to give up. He didn't go into some sort of deep depression and despair. He just said, God, I need to talk to you about this. Look it up. Daniel chapter 9. Read about it. It kind of shamed me as I thought about it. I thought, where am I getting discouraged? And so I've come in this room, and I'm going to just spend some time in here talking to God about it. And I know when I'm done, because it's happened many times before, that I'll find a strength and a peace and an assurance that God is on the throne and that everything's going to be just fine. My challenge to you today is, you going through some discouraging times? Maybe you're faced with some illnesses, or maybe something's gone bad at work, or I don't know. There's a million things that can bring discouragement into a person's life. Don't let discouragement overwhelm you. Go talk to God about it. Go to God in prayer. Seek the face of God, and let him bring you the comfort and the peace and the assurance and the strength and the guidance and the wisdom and all of those wonderful things that you need when you're facing those times. Well, gotta go. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. As I'm recording this, it's the 4th of July. So I hope last night that you got to celebrate with your family. Unfortunately, I'm here by myself, so I didn't get to celebrate with my family. Family, if you're watching this, I hope you had a good time last night. Listen, God bless you. I'll see you later.